another nail in my coffin.
Hey everybody, it's me, your friendly neighborhood Uncle Pete, and this is my series Nails in a Coffin, where we learn that with great kills, there must also come great nails. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel. If you are new here and you're unfamiliar with Nails in a Coffin, just read in the description down below and explain to you what Nails in a Coffin is all about. If you have any questions, please leave me a comment. Now, before we start nailing, one more thing. Last year during the holiday season, I gave away a Funko Pop to a random subscriber. I like bringing holiday cheer to somebody because we all know life can be kind of crappy sometimes. So if I can bring a tiny bit of joy to somebody, I think that would kind of be cool. So this year I'm going to do the same thing, and I'm going to give away this Funko Pop of Spidey. I mentioned that last week. Now, as soon as I get to 450 subscribers, as of recording this, I'm only 6 away, I will add this to the giveaway, a Chase variant Funko Pop from the movie The Curse of La Llorona, and this one is actually signed by Marisol Ramirez, who actually played La Llorona. Now, to be entered, all you have to do is be subscribed to my channel and leave a comment on any video, starting from my Nails in a Coffin video that went on November 10th for Tucker and Dale versus Evil. So from November 10th till December 15th, you can enter once per video, and I'll put everybody's name in a random generator and pick a winner. Cool? Any questions, let me know in the section down below. Well, we're not too far away from Thanksgiving, and I've already covered other horror movies that take place around Thanksgiving, like Blood Rage and Thanksgiving and Black Friday. I was going to cover another Thanksgiving horror flick, Home Sweet Home. Instead, I settled on one I actually haven't seen before, Pilgrim. This came out on Hulu as part of their horror anthology series, Into the Dark, where each episode was based on a different holiday. This came out in 2019, and it was the second episode of the second season. It's technically a movie-length TV show, but it fits for the season. We're a couple days from Thanksgiving, so let's give this movie a shot. The movie Pilgrim revolves around a family. We have Cody, a young college student, her dad Shane, her stepmom Anna, and her half-brother Tate. There's some tension in the family since Cody really doesn't accept Anna into the family just yet. I'm a stepdad, and I can understand these feelings from the kids. It's totally understandable. Anna decides to invite reenactors to her family's Thanksgiving Day celebration, hoping to give a family a unique and educational experience. The reenactors play pilgrims from the 17th century, and they arrive at the family's home to recreate a traditional Thanksgiving feast. First two of them show up, Ethan and Patience, and they never break character while they're there. However, as the evening does progress, it becomes clear that these reenactors have much more sinister intentions. And one quick reminder, I really don't remove the movie when I talk about my Nails in a Coffin. I just talk about the on-screen kills that happens in the movie, since if you want reviews of the movie, there's dozens and dozens of videos out there. I like doing something a little different, so I just talk about the on-screen kills in horror movies, and I rate the victims' actions using my coin system, Nails in a Coffin. The first on-screen kill doesn't happen until about 52 minutes into the movie. By now, more pilgrims have shown up at the house. Cody recently discovered her boyfriend dead in his house. He was killed off-screen. We then see Shane and Anna in stockades in the backyard, and the pilgrims are punishing them for not being grateful and appreciative for everything they have. There's some truth to that. Shane is punished when he's hit repeatedly with the switch, drawing blood each time. Ethan goes on to tell Shane that, he's wasting his life staring at screens every day instead of appreciating everything he has. Anna screams and curses. This angers Ethan, so he has Patience take a red-hot brand out of the fire, and she brands Anna on her back. Cody arrives back home, and she sees that her house has been taken over by the pilgrim. She finds her parents in the backyard, locked in the stockades. She finds a key, and she unlocks them from their restraints. She frees her dad first and then goes to unlock Anna, and right as Cody is letting her stepmom free, this big ox of a pilgrim called the Builder tries to stop her. Shane, Anna, and Cody fight the big guy, and he's a tough son of a bitch. So it's not easy for them. He's tossing them aside like they were sacks of flour, and the three of them are kicking him and punching him. He's putting up a hell of a fight, but so are the family. Eventually, they're able to get him to fall to the ground by outnumbering him and continuing to punch and kick him. Cody and Anna are holding his arms, and Shane picks up a brick and slams it on top of the man's head. But he's still moving and moaning, so the trio pick up hammers and a wooden spoon, and they bash him in the head till he stops moving. The Builder earned himself 3 nails in a coffin. He was tossing them around fairly easy, but he was fighting off three adults at the same time, so their motivation was stronger than his, but he did have a will to survive. It took three people with weapons to take him down, and he put up a strong fight, didn't go down easy. I didn't see him do anything inherently stupid that it made it easier for the trio to kill him. So we're going to start with the high nail rating here with the builder, and he earned himself 3 nails in the coffin. After killing the builder, the trio try and get inside the house to get Tate. Cody shows Anna and her dad that they can sneak inside her room by climbing up the terrace. Cody goes next door to get some help, but she's stopped by the group of pilgrims. When Shane gets up to the window, he's met with a knife to the back of his hand. There's Ethan spouting some nonsense to him, and he pushes Shane off the roof, and he crashes down to the floor below. Shane is nearly knocked out, and he's trying to regain his bearings. He sees Patience standing over him with an axe, and before he can do anything, she brings the axe down on his head. Shane is awarded 2 nails in the coffin. You know, he was hit repeatedly with the switch, drawing blood every time. That had to be really painful. Now, after he was freed by his daughter, his first thought was to get his wife and daughter to safety while he went in the house to get his son. That was very brave in my opinion. You know, they had to call for help and they had to go get Tate. But they never took a moment to formulate their plan. They just reacted. Not sure what else they could have done with that plan, but I'm going to take that into consideration for his nail rating, which is why I can only give him 2 nails in a coffin, because I think there was room for improvement here. After a failed escape attempt, Anna is sitting at the dinner table with Ethan positioned at the head of the table. He's going on and on about being grateful. The others bring in Cody and place her next to her mother. Ethan goes on to tell Cody that her father spent too much time away from their family, always focusing on work and not really providing for his family. He also tells her now her father is truly providing for his family. Yeah, there's a silver platter with the cover on it placed on the table. Easy to see where this is going. Like I said, Ethan removes the cover and it's Shane's head. Anna and Cody look on in horror, both shocked really to say anything. Ethan then has members of his group force feed Anna and Cody the food that Shane had provided. A kind of a dark moment, something you don't see too often in a horror film. Meanwhile, Patient goes into the kitchen to fetch some more wine. She hears a noise and she goes to investigate since they're still looking for Tate. The rest of the pilgrims are enjoying their feast while Anna and Cody sit on and watch. Ethan is talking to Cody, asking her what it would take for her to respect him. Then the rest of the pilgrims, they start to feel ill. One by one, they start puking on blood, flopping on the floor. Everyone except Cody and Anna. Well, Cody tells Ethan her secret. When no one was looking, she put the highly poisonous Jerusalem cherries in their food. We learned about these berries earlier on in the movie. Ethan calls out the patient who was looking for Tate. She's also very ill. He tells her to evacuate herself, and they both stick their fingers down their throat, trying to make themselves vomit up the poison. This gave Tate a chance to come out of his hiding spot, and he finds his mom and sister and unties them. From what I could tell, all the pilgrims died at the dinner table except for Ethan and Patience, so I'm going to nail all 8 of them at the same time, and they're all going to get 1.5 nails in a coffin apiece. You know, I'll give somebody 2 nails in the coffin if they were surprised from behind or killed without a chance of defense. And that's technically the case here, but I had to take some points away since they're an extremist cult of pilgrims. And out of everybody, nobody saw Cody put a poisonous fruit in their food. Also, why would you even have a berry that can kill you in the vicinity of any other edible berry in the kitchen? There's no reason for to have them anywhere close to other edible food. That was pretty stupid. So, textbook stupid, I would say. So, I think this group of 8 pilgrims are lucky to get only 1.5 nails in a coffin. Ethan then, he's stumbling his way into the living room and he collapses on the floor while Cody, now untied, is right there behind him. Ethan is slinking away as Cody walks up towards him with a knife in her hand and murder in her eyes. Ethan picks himself up and throws himself out the door to the patio. Anna is inside the house making sure Tate is okay, and she's attacked when Patience jumps on her back. They go crashing into the dining room and they're fighting back and forth. Another well-choreographed fight scene here. Anna kicks Patience against the window, then she gets knocked back onto the dining room table. Anna picks up Shane's head and hits Patience with it. Patience dives at Anna, but Anna's able to avoid it, and then she gets the pilgrim down on the table. She grabs a serving fork and slams it into Patience's throat. Patience is going to get nailed with 3 nails in a coffin, and that's for her toughness alone. Now remember, nails in a coffin is not if you're a good guy or a bad guy, it's just how well you responded to a life-threatening situation. Did you make smart decisions or dumb decisions? Now, earlier in the film, she was stabbed through her hand into her head with the ice pick. She kind of just brushed that off. And she was putting up a good fight against Anna, and this was after she was nearly killed by poison. I'm assuming she had to have been in a weakened state. She did just finish up vomiting a bucket's worth of blood. And she was tough to kill. She was smarter than the other pilgrims in her caravan, and that's what a group of pilgrims is called, a caravan. She was smarter than them because she actually made herself puke when Ethan told her to do so. Everybody else just kind of stood there. So I'm going to give her the double now rating of those guys because she was so tough to kill. Patience, 3 nails in the coffin. For our final set of nails, we have Ethan. He's trying to get away from Cody, who kicks him back down to the ground where his arm catches fire. And he's crawling away from her, and Cody is slowly following him, taunting him. Anna shows up after she took care of Patience. Even Tate is looking on. His arm is still burning. He's crawling away, only exclaiming Jesus multiple times. Anna picks up an iron brand, sticks it on Ethan's ass, and he screams out in pain, as you would do. Cody's holding a knife, and Anna is beating Ethan with the iron rod again and again. Cody picks up the axe, and now she's standing over Ethan, and he starts in with the being grateful talk, telling Cody, hey, is this what you wish for? He's trying to manipulate the situation, but Cody's not hearing it. She tells him happy Thanksgiving. She raises the axe. Anna covers Tate's eyes. Ethan screams, and Cody brings the axe down, ending the life of this piece of shit pilgrim cosplayer. Ethan is last to get nailed, and I'm going to give him 2 nails in the coffin. He doesn't deserve any more than that. I'll give him credit for knowing he was poisoned and making himself vomit. He also thought to call Patience and tell her to do the same. But while Patience, trudged on, Ethan really didn't. He was just kind of scurrying across the floor in fear while Patience was still fighting. Now, he did better than all the other pilgrims who died. I gave them 1.5 nails in the coffin. I'm giving him the extra half a nail up to 2 since he thought to make himself puke. But other than that, he really didn't have much fight in himself. Patience was had a lot stronger and braver than he was. But it just shows you what a coward POS Ethan really was. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Those are all my nails in a coffin for Pilgrim. Here's a summary of all the nails I've awarded. Here's the average nails in a coffin for Pilgrim. Seems pretty average for a typical horror movie. This movie was a first time watch for me, and I felt like it was well done. It was well shot. Performances were pretty solid. Overall, really not a bad movie. Now, I know if you've been watching, I said after I covered the Saw franchise, I'd be taking a week off. But I moved that to next week since it's Thanksgiving. I want to take some time off to just chill. But after the break, I will return with some holiday horror movies to now. I want all you to have a happy Thanksgiving. I hope you're all doing wonderful. Don't forget to subscribe and leave a comment so you can be entered to win the Funko Pop of Spidey and the Funko Pop Chase variant of La Llorona. Take care, everybody. Stay safe. Be good to each other. Happy Thanksgiving. I am your friendly neighborhood Uncle Pete. And remember, with great kills, there must also come great nails.